In my view, the perspective you're coming from is extremely idealistic. What I mean by that is that you're attributing significance to the hidden ideological meaning of phrases and words like communism and stuff, but I actually think words like communism take a back seat to the actual sense and meaning given to them by the ones calling themselves communists. When people hear the word communism, yes, there's a lot of fear-mongering of what communism means as this scary, horrible thing. But if genuine leaders leading a new people's politics, a new progressive independent politics separate from the Democrats, like what Jimmy Dore is trying to kickstart, are helping the people, leading the people, and giving expression to the people's objective and material sentiments and position, they actually won't care who's calling themselves a communist or not. They say, if that's a communist, maybe I'll be a communist too. So in my view, the phrase and the word communism takes the back seat to the actual meaning given to it as expressed in concrete reality by the ones using the phrase. So I'm not worried about McCarthyism and all the fear-mongering about communism, because the plain truth is that most Americans just don't know what communism means. They don't know, and I'm not saying that in the sense of they don't know the true definition that BreadTube knows. No offense, I'm not trying to insult you because we're being civilized now. I'm trying to say that they don't actually know what communism meant, even in the Soviet Union and China and the communist states. In those countries, that phrase meant something so radically different in relation to people than it does in America. So I don't want to knock on an open door. I think the American people are actually fundamentally open to the meaning of communism, because the meaning of communism can't be reduced to the word communism. It must be reproduced by learning from the examples of the communist states and how they were able to acquire the support of the majority of people in their own country. You learn from that and you apply this in America, and Americans won't care if you call yourself a communist or anything else. They'll say, if that's what communism means, by God, I'll be a communist too. And by the way, I don't believe in creating a new politics from scratch based on ideology. We observing the objective and material developments in actual reality, such as the shifts changing among the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, as epitomized by the whole spat with people like Jimmy Dore. And as communists, I would support and be on the side of people like Jimmy Dore who want to create a new party and who want to move away from continually deferring to the establishment Democrats on the basis of fearing Republicans and fascism, because that's what leftists have been doing for so long. But the only reason why Bernie gained a minimum of relevance is because he was willing to risk. He was willing to risk the defeat of the Democrats in the name of putting his shoe in the door for this new progressive politics when he challenged Hillary Clinton in 2016. Now, one could have easily made the argument that Bernie Sanders is going to scare away potential voters with scary words like socialism. But because Bernie had the courage to risk the loss of the Democratic Party, that proved he actually believed in something deeper than the established political forces that actually exist. And that's why Bernie even got anywhere to begin with, and that's why BreadTube even exists in the first place, which was which is an aftermath, a result of Bernie Sanders' thing that he opened up in 2016. In my honest view, you don't begin from ideology and what's the quickest way to make communism palatable to people. If you support the established, because the source of people's problem isn't that they have a problem with the ideas of communism. People are associating the Democrats, the Republican constituency, if it still has one. We don't even know. This is all up in the air now. But insofar as the Republicans' constituency has the constituency you're aware of and I'm aware of, because you're from that place in Florida and I live in Michigan, so we know who we're talking about. Insofar as the Republicans have this constituency, right? It's because that constituency views the Democrats as part of a corrupt coastal elite and establishments. What communists need to do is give expression to their material interests, and then everything will follow from there. The meaning of communism must be redefined, not scholastically, not by changing the textbook definition and arguing about that. The meaning of communism must be redefined by giving new meaning to it by concrete example and actual reality. We must act, speak, and even think in a popular-minded way so as to lead by example and allow communism to reacquire relevance by what they call in Maoism serving the people.